What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I haven't filmed a video in quite a while, but today we're going to be installing switchback door handles from Boost Auto Parts on my 2006 Chevy 3500. I'll do a little quick walk around. All right, so we've got the 24-inch Alcoas from buytruckwheels.com on some Netto 420Bs with my floating caps from Venom Mill Accessories. We got an RK Industries drop visor, Boost Auto Part mirrors. Of course, we got the Western Hauler. There's the door panel. Already got this side started on it, these are gonna be the handles going on it today. You've seen on my channel, if you've watched before, I've had a video of installing another company's set of door handles, and off the rip, these are appear to be much better quality, and the packaging is fantastic. I've already went through and mess with it and everything. Send you all the wiring, send you clips to hide the wiring, butt connectors already hooked up to the plug harness that you're going to be using. Here's your control module. Everything is really self-explanatory. They've got a YouTube video about it. I've already installed a set of these on my 2005 GMC. So yeah, go ahead and finish everything up. So for inside the truck, as you can see, we've got some wood grain on the tops and bottoms of the door, and then I've just got this back from paint, little tailgate spoiler. We have the ostrich in the seats, and then we've got these nice little coat hangers, and of course it has the overhead console. I have actually pulled that out and put stars in it, so I'll show you that real quick. All right, so as you can see, I put my brand inside of it and then updated the LED strips. Really love the way this turned out. It definitely catches a lot of attention. It's got the CB, and it has like a little it used to have a little radar detector in there, but it didn't work, so we pulled it out. I want to rewire everything up here and get that all going. So yeah, so just like the last video, pretty much pull the door panel off, take these 10mm nuts out of here. The handle will pop out. You're gonna pull the handle out to get that to clear. You'll have two tabs right here and here, and then you'll need to pull the lock off of the driver's side door handle and install that on the new handle. So now I got the handle out of the driver's side front. There's gonna be a little clip right here. Just gonna pop this sucker out. All right, so got this one out. If this one gets mangled up, not a big deal. This one does come with a new clip, so when you get it in there, it only goes in one way. It's got this little groove right here to make sure that everything lines up. You just put this clip back in. All right, and just make sure it gets pushed all the way flush inside of there, and then you can put that clip back in. As you can see, it's gonna hold it back in. Now we just got to put the handle back in the door. The red clip goes on the bottom, green clip goes on the top. All right, so now we have them put back on. Just need to tighten this 10mm up. There's a 10mm right behind this window motor. There's a 10mm right inside of this hole. Right there. So go ahead and get those zipped up and be back with y'all. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and install all my handles, and then before I just walk away from them, I'm gonna go ahead and plug these little plugs that come in the kit into the plugs right here, and just go ahead and have them there so that way I don't lose them, because I like to lose a lot of stuff. Make sure they're plugged in well, and then I'll go ahead and pull them out, that way I know where to go. They do have these clips like I was telling you about. This is to help keep it clear of the window tracks and stuff like that. So you'll have one of these per side. One box will be front, one box will be the rears, and then we're going to run them all to this little module and then connect this module up to the battery and everything else. All right, so I got the easy part done. Went ahead and pulled all of these trim pieces off on this side, so that way you can run the wire through the wire loom in the front and the rear. These will come off. Kind of a pain in the butt to get back on once they're off, but we'll go ahead and get this started. Fortunately for me, I already have a lot of the wiring stuff put in for the mirrors and the cab lights, so hopefully you'll be able to tap into most of that stuff for the module. I think I'm going to put the module up underneath the bezel right here, the knee panel, and go from there. All right, so I went ahead and wired up the box. I went ahead and placed it right here. Should be clear of everything that's underneath the dash. So I just went ahead and went and tested all of my door handles. The first set that I got for my gray truck, I had one handle that did not work, and I did not realize until everything was done. So I had to ship it off, which they took care of it for me. So everything goes good there. Great customer service, great help and assistance and everything like that. So went ahead and ran my signal and running light and blinker. I'm gonna hide everything and clean it up real nice. Pretty much your blinkers are gonna go to these fuse taps right here and here, be your left and your right. And then I went ahead and tapped them in with my mirrors and cab lights, because those are also Boost Auto Parts and have the same connections. I'll go ahead and plug these back in and show y'all what they look like with the mirrors and cab lights. All right, so we have the Boost Auto Parts cab lights installed, the mirrors, and now the Boost Auto Parts door handles. So I think everything, when it gets all tied up, is going to look really good together. I think they're gonna work awesome, and I'll show y'all the blinker now. All right, so the mirrors are not gonna work until the handles are not plugged in. As you can see, they've got the switchback function, and I need to fix the ground on the cab lights up here. I'm gonna run them to the battery, because as you can see, they're kind of out of sync. I messaged them and they told me go ahead and connect those to the battery. So whenever I hook these up to the ground, I'm gonna go ahead and run both all the way to the battery. Currently got these blinkers on it. I'll probably end up changing them, because I don't like the sequential on those, and everything else is synchronized. So that could be throwing it off, I'm not for sure. But these are already getting condensation in them. I think they look really great. I just wish that they were solid blinkers instead of sequential. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good so far. All right, so now the easy part is done. Unfortunately, it is now time for the part that I do not enjoy one bit. So we've got to run these wires from the control module through the door loom, through here, and connect them up to the plug. Once you get them through the doors, it's really simple. You'll just pull this back and you will just zip tie to this loom, and then I like to run this down the door over here, out of the way, and then connect it up to here. So that way you can still unplug it. This is safe from the window mechanism, and it's neat and organized. Right now it's not looking like that, but it's just part of the process. This door isn't as bad, because you don't have to have as much wire going through. When you get to that back right one, you got to run it underneath the console, underneath the vents, through the trim on that side, and yeah, it's a very long, daunting task, but they give you plenty of wire once you get it untangled to get that taken care of. So yeah, I'll go ahead and be back with y'all in a second. All right, so the front's pretty simple. I just popped this boot through, and then I ran it through the door and ran it along this and right here all the way up. I put a clip right here, and a clip right there. They send you plenty. I probably used too many, but as you can see, with the running light on, it works great. Let me turn the flashers on. And the blinker works. So right now I just loomed this wire up right here and running it down the door sill. And if you come over here, separated this plug from these two individuals right here. So what I'm doing now is I'm running these wires through these 3 empty pins right here, and I'm going to be running them through this, and then when I plug it in, I'll run it through this and the door loom. All right, so I have those through there, ran them through here. Doing it this way is actually much easier than I expected. My other truck, we actually had to modify these pins in order to run the DS18s to the back. So this way was quite easy. So I just went ahead and pulled the wire through, and then same as the last process, gonna run it through this looming right here up to here, and this will also get put over here in the corner like the last one. So yeah, pretty much just gonna plug this back up, plug it back to the cab of the truck, and keep going. So now we've got this buttoned up, got my loom ran through the factory one, comes up, comes back over here around the locking mechanism and the window regulator, and then quick sockets there. So now I can put this plastic trim back all the way around, and perfect. Looks factory. Now we'll go ahead and test it out. So now we've got both sides working. Go ahead and test the blinkers. They look very, very good. So now I've got these pulled out. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this kick panel out now. Get a little clip right here. Get this out the way. I'm going to grab my pick. Right here, as you can see, there's a notch here and a notch here. So I'm gonna get back behind this rubber boot, push the clip down. All right, so we got that one loose and the other one loose. Should pop out like this. Get your door all the way open. So now, pretty much I'm going to run this wire. I ran them together, but at the end I take them off for which is which. So that way I know what I'm doing whenever I get to this point. Right, so now that I got the front, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this tape off. And then I'm going to grab my wire right here, tape these together and pull them through this door loom. Alright, so got it pulled through the door completely. Go ahead and clip that back in. Leaving that attached to these plastic boots makes your life significantly easier. If not, you have to fight putting that rubber boot back around the plastic, and it just is not fun at all. I like to stop it. I can get pretty even on where to stop, and I can keep wrapping it up later. So now that I've got these cut, I'm going to go ahead and strip the ends of these and connect them to the connector to get everything installed and ready to plug in. other truck, same Goose Auto Part lights. Looking good. Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. It's actually been a couple months since I filmed those videos. Just never got a chance to really get around to editing them. But they've been holding up really well. Everything's been doing great. I mean, yeah, can't complain one bit. At some point in the video, I talked about putting the ground on the cab lights. Still have the same issue. I'm not really too sure what their problem is without them being out of sync. But yeah, if y'all enjoyed the video, just make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna try and get better at reading my comments. Yeah, thank y'all for watching.
Like hit but a wrist, but knowing his killer ain't dead. I heard